Okay, so I'm spraying air freshener because it stank in here, but it don't stank. Well, it kind of do. So my friend Morgan, she's here on TikTok. She did a narration of my story. Okay, and it was like my paranormal encounter at like this abandoned logging town in Sevierville. And so after like hearing her narrate it and stuff, I was like, oh my god, like first off, she fucking good. Like any of her stuff. If you are not subscribed to her, why the hell are you subscribed to me? But anyways, subscribed, following, whatever, you know what I mean. Can you tell I grew up on YouTube? It made me want to do my own narration of like my encounter because I don't know. I feel like maybe Yins will enjoy it. That's what we're doing. I was 17 when this happened. Elkmont had always fascinated me. An entire logging town just left behind, slowly rotting into the mountains. It was maybe 45-50 minutes away from me. I'd been up there a few times during the day, poking around the abandoned cabins, walking through what was left of the old resort. But one night, I got it in my head that I needed to see it after dark. I don't know why. Maybe I thought it would be exciting. Maybe I wanted to prove something to myself. Either way, I grabbed a flashlight and drove out there alone. I still remember how quiet it was. Not just the kind of quiet you get deep in the woods. No, this was wrong. No crickets, no wind through the trees, just this heavy, waiting silence. Like the whole forest was holding its breath. I walked through the town, past the empty cabins with their hollowed out windows and porches half eaten by time. The moon barely made it through the trees, and my flashlight only cut so far into the dark. But I wasn't scared. Not yet. That changed when I heard the whistle. It came from up ahead, somewhere near the old clubhouse. I remembered that my friend Josh and I had explored there one time during the day, and you could walk up underneath the porch because it was hollowed out under there. My mind snapped straight to that being the place that the whistle had come from. A long, slow note, like someone calling a dog. I stopped, listening. Another whistle, closer this time. The exact same pitch, the exact same length. I swallowed hard and called out, "Hello?" Silence. Then from behind me, another whistle. I turned fast, my beam sweeping over trees, over empty doorways, over nothing. But the feeling hit me all at once. I wasn't alone. That's when I saw movement at the tree line. Something tall, just at the edge of the dark. My flashlight flickered, and for a split second, I saw it. It looked like a man, but it wasn't. The limbs were wrong. Too long, too thin, like it had been stretched. The skin was pale, almost gray in the moonlight, pulled too tight over its bones, and it had no hair, no clothes, just bare, emaciated flesh. And then it moved. I swear to God, it dropped on all fours in a way no person ever could. Its back arched, bones cracking as it shifted, and then it ran. Not towards me, not yet, but around the cabins, fast, circling. It was playing with me. My heart slammed against my ribs. I took a step back, then another. My brain was screaming, "Run," but my body wouldn't move. Then, clear as day, I heard a voice. "Help me." It sounded human, but it wasn't. It came from the trees, then to my left, then right behind me. I spun, and there it was, closer now. Its mouth was too wide, its teeth too many, and when it opened its lips again, it spoke in my voice. "Dustin." I ran. I don't remember making it back to my car. I don't remember the trees whipping past me or the branches that tore at my arms, but I do remember the sound. That whistle coming from all sides, like it was in the trees, in the cabins, everywhere. I peeled out of there so fast my tires kicked up gravel, and just before I lost sight of Elkmont in the rearview mirror, I saw it, standing in the road, watching me leave. I floored it out of there. Every time I glanced in the rearview mirror, I expected to see it there, standing in the road, waiting. I remember the trees, how they felt like they were pressing in closer, how the dark between them didn't seem empty anymore. Like something was still in there, running alongside me. I didn't slow down, not even when the road evened out, not even when I saw the wooden sign marking the entrance to the campground near the highway. My heart was still hammering, my skin still crawling, but my body was running on autopilot. I knew I couldn't just pull over on the side of the road to catch my breath. I needed to be somewhere, plus I needed to pee. So stupidly, I turned into the campground. It was off season, dead silent. No campers, no fire pits glowing in the distance, just empty picnic tables, blocked up ranger buildings, and the old concrete restroom near the entrance. I pulled up next to it and shut off the engine. The second the headlights cut out, I regretted stopping. The dark felt heavier than before, but my body was still trembling, my mouth dry, my pulse pounding in my ears. I needed a minute. The bathroom lights were still on, yellow, buzzing, flickering through the dirty windows. I got out of the car, forcing myself to take slow, steady breaths. The air was sharp. My boots crunched on the frost-stiffened dirt as I walked up to the restroom entrance, my legs still feeling like they might give out at any second. That's when I heard it. Not a whistle, not a voice, a buzzing. I stepped inside and nearly gagged. Flies, hundreds of them, maybe thousands, swarming the ceilings, the sinks, the stalls, thick and black, clustered around the buzzing fluorescent lights like a living, shifting mass. They coated the mirrors, twitched on the tile walls. It was winter. There shouldn't have been flies. Not this many. Not any, really. But they were everywhere. I stumbled back, barely keeping myself from slipping on the wet floor. My chest was heaving now, panic clawing its way up my throat, and as I turned to bolt out the door, I heard something soft, almost too soft, like laughter. I didn't look back. I ran. I threw myself into my car, hands fumbling with the keys, shaking so hard I nearly dropped them. I slammed my foot on the gas. I didn't stop again. Even now, all these years later, I still don't know what I saw that night. I don't know what followed me, what watched me, what laughed when I stopped. I've never went back, never wanted to go back. But sometimes, late at night, I swear I hear that whistle. And sometimes, I swear it comes from right outside my window. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was an encounter that I had a couple of years ago, and I just wanted to write it down and document it whenever I saw that Morgan was doing StoryTime like videos. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you ever would want me to tell you guys some more of like my creepy encounters that I've had over the years, I would be more than happy to. But yeah, go over to Morgan's page and follow her because she has all sorts of creepy stuff. She also lives in Appalachia, so highly recommend. But I love you guys and have a very safe and spooky night. Goodbye.